this thing that went viral with the Reesa Teesa TikTok, right? She did like a 50-something part series, like 600 hours long of her talking about like...
Hey, Tish, hold on. Hey, for the lieutenant commanders that's listening, y'all could go ahead and turn us off now. This is the magic hour of the podcast.
It probably relates. It probably
this
relates.
This is the urban hour of permission to speak free.
It's not even... But the thing is, it's not even urban. If you look in the comment section, it is everybody
captain
up on there.
Reesa Teesa.
The captain may have heard about Reesa Teesa, but she did this 50-something part series, and it was like, who the fuck did I marry? Or whatever. And she's talking about all the stuff that happened where she married somebody and then he turned out to be a completely different person. Yeah. But the part that I felt like was related to the military, when she first met this guy was during COVID, and she didn't want to quarantine alone. And so they ended up like moving very quickly into moving together and then getting married shortly thereafter. Yeah. And like, she obviously barely even knew this cat or whatever. But she was like, during COVID, that was just like the atmosphere in COVID where like relationships were like kind of moving quickly. And it reminded me of military because, you got your barracks boo or whatever, y'all kicking it or whatever. And then next thing you know, like, we gonna get married, chief. Mm-hmm. We about to get married. We about to move in together into base housing. And it's like, you don't even know this person and y'all moving like so quickly. And I feel like the military often moves fast like that. One, because they want to move out the barracks. Not saying that everybody who gets married wants to move out the barracks, okay? But, they get married real quick because they want to move out the barracks. Or, they somebody's getting ready to PCS and let's get married so we can get stationed together. Mm-hmm. So military people have so many outside reasons why they get married other than I'm just getting married to this person because I love them.
Yes, yeah, for sure, 100%. So
it moved like super quick.
And basically what you're saying is there's a whole bunch of Reesa Teesas in the military?
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of people who get married to people before. That's why our divorce rate is so high in the military. Like it's extremely high. If you go to the Real So, they have the divorce seminars. It be packed every single week for the divorce seminar. And that's people who are getting ready to file for a divorce or thinking about filing for a divorce. It be packed.
Hey, that BAH
I think also, I think also, man, you gotta, people try to think about it like, okay, we in the barracks, we chilling, we kicking it, we love each other. Why not make more money? You know what I mean? Why not get this BAH? Yeah. Why not get this? You know what I mean? Why not go ahead? We already pretty much with each other 24/7 anyway. Why not, do it like, you know what I mean? I see. I mean, it's
that shit's tempting. BAH tempting. I was, as a young seller, I was tempted. I almost, almost pulled the caper. You know what I mean? I had thoughts to pull the caper. I wanted to. It was friends of mine getting this. Back then you could get BAH for where you said you had a house, right? Not for where you had orders, but where you said you had a house. So it was dudes getting Cali BAH because their wife lived in Cali, or dudes getting New York BAH because their wife lived in New York, and they was scamming. They like, all I do when I talk to her like once a month, I have a conversation with her, but like, she's not really my wife. She could go do what she do. I do what I do. It's tempting when you see people getting that money, getting them cars. As a young seller, it's tempting, man. Yeah, man. It's different now, and I'm glad it's different.
I don't know if I've said this on the pod before back in the day, man, but it was I seen it up front of like, and I was most definitely going to try it. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was going to happen. But let me tell you I'm gonna tell you guys this crazy story, man, real quick, man. So I'm at the place. So one of my homeboy, long time, he got the Navy now, doing good for himself or whatever the case may be. But I went with him, not to do it. I wasn't going to do it yet. You know what I mean? I was still kind of on the fence of doing it or whatever. But I go in there with him. So I'm sitting back in the chair and I'm like listening to him with his little, he had one of the places, I ain't going to get too in depth, but he had one of the places, like one of the most expensive places in the world to stay or whatever. That's what kind of, he had a, what they call it? He had the application for where he was staying. It wasn't the application, the deed or whatever it is for the place that he was staying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes in there with the updated stuff so he can get paid for it right there. And bro, I'm sitting to the side. So I guess at that time, people started doing it a lot. So they started asking a whole lot more questions. And bro, they started hitting his ass with these questions, bro. And I got my ass up out of there. I got up out of there, man. And he was soon right behind me, bro. He was like, man, I ain't go through with it. I said, I know you did, motherfucker. Be on your ass. Bro, they was on his ass in there, man. And I got the hell up out of there, man. Because I guess people started getting hit with fraud with this shit. And he didn't know or whatever, man. So, bro, they was on his ass. And he told me at the end, he said the last question they asked him, bro, he said,